New testimony from disgraced former attorney Alex Murdaugh as he stands trial for the murders of his wife and son, answering questions about the night he found their bodies and detailing a serious addiction to prescription drugs. Alex Murdaugh in the hot seat for hours, prosecutors grilling him about the murders of his wife and son.
Mr. Murdaugh, are you a family annihilator?
A family annihilator? You mean like, did I shoot my wife and my son?
Yes.
No.
The prosecution playing parts of a video showing Murdaugh inside a police cruiser that night, recounting the moment he says he found his wife and son dead.
I pulled up and I could see him, and, I knew something was bad. I ran out. I knew it was really bad. And my boy over there, I could see.
The state drilling down on Murdaugh's lies and his changing alibi. Murdaugh admitting he was with Paul and Maggie on that video from the dog kennels minutes before they were shot to death.
You never told them all this new story that you've constructed in light of this trial, is that correct?
I did not tell them that I went to the kennel. I lied about that.
Prosecutors pressing him on that tight new timeline, questioning how, according to Murdaugh, he could have gone back to the house, dozed on the couch, and left for his mom's less than 20 minutes after that video at the kennel. The prosecution pointing to data from his cell phone indicating calls and hundreds of steps during that time.
Well, the real reason, Mr. Murdaugh, is you as a lawyer and prosecutor are up at 9:02, finally having your phone in your hand, moving around and making all these phone calls to manufacture an alibi. Is that not true?
That's absolutely incorrect.
The state suggesting Murdaugh changed his story to fit the evidence, confronting him with his litany of lies to law partners, friends, and family.
You lied to Maggie, didn't you?
I did lie to Maggie.
You lied to Paul?
Sometimes.
You lied to your father?
I'm sure I did at some point.
Murdaugh admitting to each one.
I have lied well over a decade.
Joining us now is ABC News legal contributor and managing partner of the Cochran firm, Shauna Lloyd. Thank you so much for being with us, Shauna. So let's just get right to this. Alex Murdaugh's latest appearance on the stand. Do you think it helped him or hurt him?
Honestly, Eva, his testimony hurt him substantively. His testimony, he had to admit that he lied to law enforcement. He lied about certain aspects of the investigation. He had to admit to the effects of his addiction, which affected his behavior and caused him to continue to lie. So substantively, I believe it hurt him. However, he did make some emotional points that could go over and be sympathetic to certain jurors. His issue with suicide, his issue with substance abuse. Sometimes those issues can cause jurors to identify.
Murdaugh was pretty calm the first day of testimony, but he was basically on the stand for 2 days. Do you think that was part of the state's strategy with him?
Absolutely. I think they were intending to get under his skin and to show the other side that they believe Alex Murdaugh has, and they were hoping to get that out and to show that to the jury.
The defense saying they have 4 people left to call, then the state gets rebuttal witnesses. But we heard the lawyers talking about possible closing arguments happening as early as Wednesday. What do you think both sides need to do at this point to win their cases?
At this point, the defense needs to hammer home that although he may be a liar, although he may have lied about his substance abuse issues, he is not, in fact, a murderer. They are going to advance their alternate theories that there was another shooter and that there was a revenge killing, potentially, that it was not him. The state needs to continue to hammer home the fact that he has had all of these other issues, these financial crimes, and he's committed these crimes in order to avoid responsibility. And they need to take that home to the jury.
These jurors have been in court every day now for weeks. How do you think that's going to affect their deliberation when it goes to them?
You know, sometimes a longer trial means that when jurors head into the deliberation room, they already have very concrete ideas, and then it's going to be about whether or not they can all agree on what ideas they already have. They've already made the points, the things that are important to them are going to be clear in their minds, and after this type of length of time, they're going to want to resolve this as quickly and efficiently as possible.
We'll have to wait and see what they decide. Shauna Lloyd, thank you so much for being with us.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here. to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.